Hello everybody. We did it, guys. 50 subscribers, and it's only the 9th of February. We started this on the 31st of January, so it only took us 9 days to get about 50. So we gained about 40 some subscribers in just that week. Thank you guys so much. I, I'm barely putting any effort into these, but if you guys like them, I'm gonna keep them coming for you guys. So with that being said, we need a new goal, and that goal is 75 by the end of February. So we only need 25 more. Let's get to 75, guys. So please like and subscribe and share the video. So last time, guys, we did it. We got Georgia under our control. We went to war. If you look at the last video, so this is episode 5, I posted a timestamp down in the comments where the war actually starts because it was such a longer video. So if you guys want to go check that out, please do so. So last time, like I said, we now puppet Georgia, and we are working on annexing them via the suppressed subjects part in our continuous focuses. And I was looking through the focus tree, and it doesn't seem like that we can really go to war with anybody else. So we need to find a way to become fully independent, and we can do that through the increased autonomy right here, this part of the continuous focuses. So when we are done with annexing Georgia, which hopefully will happen this episode, once we are done annexing Georgia, we will probably go with the friendship Saudi Arabia, and then Saudi investments, and then probably down here, since we go friendship Saudi Arabia, Saudi investments, partnership with Iran. If we can do this one, we'll probably also purchase a batch of Iranian drones, and then we'll do increased autonomy, so that then we could start working down this side of the focus tree, more specifically probably this side, nationalism. So let's get crack-a-lackin', as we always do. Russia wants to buy some APCs from us. They're just their APCs, that's fine. And I'm not sure if I said this last episode, but the reason why we are unable to use our military industry that we have is because Russia is using it. Russia is taking away our military factories. And Czechia, who is now under nationalistic government, has left the European Union. So let's look at diplomacy, not diplomacy. Where is it? Ideology. I showed you guys this map here. Georgia asked for a debt balance 60-31. Sorry, we cannot afford that. So where I was just looking at some nationalistic governments to see who we could possibly go after. And it seems like that Abkhazia is definitely one that we can go after. South Ossetia is one. Azerbaijan is also probably one that we can also be going after. So, there's definitely targets around our area that we can be going for. And as you guys may know, I think... No, we're not doing that anymore. Alright, there we go. We need to start spreading auto-influence in Chechnya, not Chechnya, Abkhazia, as I accidentally stopped that last time. So that's what we're kind of doing. Oh, we can now lower the autonomy of Georgia. So then next they become an autonomous region. And then after that, I'm pretty sure then it is annexed after autonomous region, if I'm correct. So, we're working down that, and now we are starting to get use of their civilian industry, which is going to make ours build a lot quicker. And then we actually might be able to get a nuclear power plant to help out with this. But you know, we're just taking it time by time, and they are still going down their focus tree, which hopefully they start going down their economic one. I would really love for them to get a couple of these factories and stuff like that, especially this renewable energy plant. But right now they're just going down their policing. So what does this give them at the end of the time that they do this? Just stability and a couple of popularity points. All right, even though they could do this focus here and start with like building up their industry so then we take them. It's all right. So monthly auto influence is done. March of 2007. So there's going to be a bit longer cuts, a bit longer time from one part to the next, just because I don't really got a basis now, like with the whole focus tree and stuff like that. So it might be a lot longer of segments that are cut out of time, just because it's kind of just filler at that point. Just a little reminder of that, just because we're just trying to get Georgia under our control. And I was looking at here, and we are going to assume 123 billion debt, and they're losing money. So that's gonna suck when that happens. So right now, let's propose a trade agreement. I mean, we could just assume their debt right off the bat. Um, I mean, I don't really know what it would do for us more specifically. But let's try to get some influence back here. We'll give them economic aid, why not? Just so we can go down this reduce autonomy right here. We're just going to close out all these quickly because I don't think we need them up. There we go. So we'll just close all that for now, except for that one. And let's start. That sucks because I don't. We'll see. Let's start combating our foreign influence here. Russia just has too much influence over our politics right now, and it's really screwing with us. So that is Cold War support weapons done. Let's non-militia. Oh, this is all just non-militia things, and we're a militia-based military. So we can't do that. Let's go with neutral networks. Gives us some research speed. And I think right now we are at we are at economically. We are looking pretty well. We did have to move our trade laws last time to mix because we were just running out of fuel too quickly. So yeah, that was definitely that definitely sucked, as now we're not really exporting any of our oil because we're just using it all. So you know, it's definitely going. We don't have any interest on debt. People are working. We are now actually having great success on building up the new civilian industry. That should be done this year, around December. Hopefully around that time we get full control over Georgia, as they do have, I was looking around, they have 2 civilian factories here. They're not built, they are building a coal power plant, so they have 3 civilians, 4 civilian factories that we can use, 2 coal power plants. Yeah, so they have 4, did I say? Because there's 1 there, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so they have 4 coal power plants, not 4 civilian industries. Sorry about that. 4 civilian industries and 2 coal power plants, and they are building a coal power plant as well right here. So hopefully that gets done. also before we annex them. That'd be great, so that we're not spending our own resources on that, as they are starting to tick down quickly because of this. This is a really, like I said, really important tool that we are able to use for Georgia. S finished. So now I think we're all done with the electronics branch after that, because this stuff isn't until 2010, so until 3 years. So maybe we could start upgrading nuclear reactors so we're able to get more power from them when we start building them. So we're going to start with a LWR, or a light water reactor. This is going to give us more power generation and less fuel consumption, which is really, really good. I did notice, though, we are losing political power as we are doing suppressed subjects and then the monthly auto influence. So with the monthly auto influence thing, I don't actually think we're actually going to be getting Abkhazia under our fold. I mean, they're not really a part of anybody. So right now, I think we're just going to cancel the auto influence just so we're able to start gaining more political power, because we're going to need it really, really soon, especially when we have to lower their autonomy, which is something that we're just going to need to do. So yeah, so these focuses did complete. We did start gaining a bit of independence around here, which is really, really good. The French elections just happened. That's one thing we could do. A world news segment. So in world news, Afghanistan has now been getting helped by most of the allies, or most of the NATO members. So that's all right. I don't think we can actually send intervention forces yet. Yeah, we need 7 divisions, but whatever. So they're gonna win. Ethiopia beat Eritrea. And that was a big thing last episode, where Eritrea had the advantage but lost it because they were here. They were right here. They were here. I think they were like right here. They were on this tile, like they just stretched, and they just couldn't get the job done. Otherwise, I think that's really it for world new. So it seems here Bosnia has split up into the Herzegovina faction, the Bosnian Federation, and the Serbian faction. That's nothing to be worried about at all. So America, what are you gonna be doing? Nobody knows. We don't know. You don't like Cuba. That makes sense. Factions wise, Greece left NATO. Italy has left NATO. I don't remember getting events about that. Of course, Czechia did. They are fascist. But here is our inorganic fiber fabrication. And let's go with industrial production of nanofibers. Seems like a good thing to do. Yeah, so Greece left NATO. There's a new faction here. The oh, come on. The Jerusalem Defense Pact with Syria, Lebanon, Jordan, and Palestine. So Israel, y'all better be watching out. These guys are ready to attack you. Axis of resistance to the thing. Our CSTO faction is Russia, us, and our puppet, Georgia, who does not have a military anymore. And speaking of military, let's move our troops. So I was looking at it. We could either attack Poland, which that would just be moving our troops to Kaliningrad and probably going after them there and getting a Polish puppet, or Ukraine. So I'm holding off on Ukraine right now, as it would be, I guess, unrealistic without Russia going down their focus tree and getting Crimea and rising all these guys up before we actually go in there, as it is only 2007. So realistically, it would be in about a year-ish when we could actually do that, which is what I'm going to plan on be doing. Plan to be doing. Perfect. Um, so let's, it looks like Azerbaijan is probably going to be our next target. So we're going to be moving troops down there, getting ready. Abkhazia is just going to have to wait, as like, we can't justify any war goals right now, because when we do need world tension to be just a little bit higher, but I think once we annex Georgia, it will bump it up. So they're just reinforced policing. It doesn't seem like that they're going to be doing much as of right now. I mean, they're not really going down their economic focus tree, which is extensive and pretty big, pretty nice too. Like we could do like this would just really help, especially with getting all their debt down. Like, I just don't want to assume that much, even though we've been helping them pay off their debt, or assuming some of it just by giving economic aid, so we're able to get that 5%. So there's some C3 equipment. Let's get the better one, and now we can reduce the autonomy. Yeah, so annexed will be next. Right now they're just an autonomous region. They're not going to be doing anything, as they kind of can't. We control them as of right now. So Azerbaijan will be next on our list of targets. So that's going to be nice. We're just going to puppet them as well, get the resource rights, everything like that. We'll declare war on this one, and because we'll have a border with them right here, we'll also ask, I think, because I think we do have military access with the Russians, so we should be fine with that one. Let's just pay down enough debt as we can before we assume all of this debt, which is going to be nice. We're just going to influence them a bit more, wait till 50 political power so we can just lower the autonomy, which that does subtract it by 100, which is really nice, especially when we're going to need that. This would be our last one of that for the reduce autonomy decision, as now we just got to save up our political power so we are able to annex them. Has finished off. That's going to give us some more construction speed and max factories in a state, and then repair speed. So let's do excavation 1 next, because we would like to get a bit more out of the 6 oil that we have here, and then the 5 steel that will be coming up very, very shortly. But they're still building that fossil fuel plant. We are super duper close to getting this done. That's actually going to be done now in November instead of December. And suppression wise on Georgia, going outstandingly well, very, very well. So we can't really do anything else with our political power except for just save. At this point, it's just a saving game. So we're not really making that much money. When we hopefully get Georgia under our control, we should be able to exploit those handful of factories that they have. Those, I'm pretty sure I said, yeah, 4 factories, and the 2 fossil fuel plants that they do have. They also have an air base. They're not really, I mean, they have not built up their infrastructure at all. Yeah, so like we could probably like build up their infrastructure, hopefully. Yeah, I mean, when we probably get control over them, we could probably build it up and get a bit more resources out of them. We'll build up our own, though. So we can... National Intelligence Services caught spying on citizens. Cover up the info leak. Let's do that. Just sounds probably better, as we don't really lose popularity in the government, as Russia is like hammering down right now on that government. Ooh, that lost us a lot of political power, though. That sucks. So that's just going to set us back. I mean, it might line up perfectly where we can get the 366 by the time that this is done. I mean, we should, because if that's going to go down... Oh yeah, we should be fine. It's going to go down 5 a day. Yeah, we'll be fine, whatever. I mean, if it doesn't line up perfectly, it'll be fine. So the SCO is starting to militarize a bit. That's Russia kind of working down their focus tree. What I really want them to do, because right now they are just working down... this complete focus working or expecting Russia. Oh, whatever. Because right now it seems like that they are working down, that they were just working down this branch. Now they're starting to work down their military. I really want, or their economic. I really want them to do this, the Retnik program, as that is just, if they were to do that, that would be good because it will allow us to get this right here, equip our fighters in the Retnik. It just gives us some more military stuff. So the light water reactors are done, or yeah, light water reactors are done. That's going to give us some better stuff. So we could work on space stuff, but it doesn't really help us as of right now. So let's do the integrated gasified combine cycle, or yeah, combine cycle, as this is just going to give us some more power consumption and then less fuel consumption for our fossil fuel plants that we will be getting, especially from Georgia, as we only have 2 and they also have 2, so that would lower that down, the fuel costs. Bad idea. And with Azerbaijan, getting Azerbaijan, they have 78 oil here and a ton of light, more than 78. They have 82 or 83 oil just here in their nation alone. So they have 78, so 83 oil and then 4 light metals, which is really, really good. So that's kind of the reason why they are our next target. Just kind of makes sense. And then these guys will come under the fold sooner rather than later. Sooner rather than later. So right now we are unable to justify war goals, as we need world tension at 35%, and it's only at 30. Our new civilian industry that gave us more GDP per capita, and we now have 5 civilian factories to start working on the nuclear reactor. We are putting 1 though to tax costs, that's fine, but the nuclear reactor will be done in 2009. So that's really great. That's really great. We'll see if we can upgrade network infrastructure. That is one thing that we will be doing. So once we do get Georgia fully under our control and the states are core and all that, we'll be stopping the nuclear reactor and building up the productivity here in Georgia. At least that seems to be the plan. I'm gonna move that away. Sorry about that. Bugs me whenever that's open. So we are starting to move towards the puppet side of things. Lithuania is leaving the EU. So the EU is falling apart. Lithuania left, Czechia left. That just makes sense that they would leave. NATO has fallen apart pretty much with Italy. So Hungary, if Hungary was to ever be attacked, it will not look good for them because nobody is there to help them out. Like, if we went through Ukraine and then Slovakia and then Hungary, GG's. NATO can't get to them. But that would bring in Turkey, but, you know, Turkey's probably our major competitor right now, especially when we're getting involved here in the Caucasus, as we are the true Caucasus power. So yeah, there's nothing really going on. We'll pay off some of our debts, so we're not paying interest on it. And right now we are still only making 0.136, but that is hopefully subjected to change once we get the Georgians under our control. I was doing some math quickly, and we are going to go to settle safety net. It still kind of keeps us in that green area, but it also gives us more political power per day. And we're going to need that very quickly if we want this to kind of line up perfectly, so that then we are about where we need to be by the time that we are able to annex Georgia. So that's kind of it. Otherwise, I'm just going to have a nice long break here until we are able to annex Georgia. Georgia's autonomy, so we are just going to do this. So we're able to build up as much political power as we can. So yeah, so that is where we are at. Let's check out where they are back at when their focus tree. They're gonna bring the old gang back together. This is a process of bringing the oligarchs, getting them back to Russia, even though they were already there, so whatever. And they're just gonna kind of keep working down here. And I'm hoping that they, can they do this? They can't. This is pretty much where their focus tree ends, as they did not go down the Putin branch, which sucks because I was hoping that they would. But I mean, I'm guessing that they could easily go down these other branches because it's not locked. Like if they went communist, like they can go down their entire communist branch. We'll see what they do. So that was this. Let's now get some gene therapy, so we're able to get more monthly population. And then to do combat, the services that you can put in your vision are getting better, or they can get better. And let's just see on how long it takes for us to get Georgia annexed. It is time to annex Georgia, and they become integrated, and we get cores on everything. There it is. We now have a dockyard to create some convoys. There we go. Chechnya has started to expand. Glorious, isn't she? And let's see what happened to the economy. It blew up right in our face. So, let's leave this for next episode, guys. That has been a pretty long episode. If you are here till the end, thank you very much. And next time you see me, we'll be fixing the economy. So thank you so very much for watching this episode. And as always, make sure you like and subscribe. Sargeant7 Gaming here out, and thank you for 50 subscribers.